One, two. Now I can't hear myself though, but you know, we guys. Um, this is a different type of video. This is a video where it's like you're gonna get to know me, and you're gonna get to know my past, right? You're gonna get to know the old me, and you're gonna get to know the future me, which I am right now, which is the present me, from where I was and the the situation I was in. And so this is the future me, and it's also the present me, and you're gonna be able to see what this future me, present me, has in the future, has planned for the future
What?
me. I don't know if that made sense, but if you know, you know. See what I'm saying? So I recently got a cold actually. I recently got a cold. I was very sick, bro. I was very sick. I was like yeah, I couldn't even stand on my own 2 feet for like 2 days. Like, felt a little bit wobbly. Um I got a cold, right? So I got sick, and still got it. Still got it. So basically I had it for this whole week. Very concerning to me though, because like normally I only have a cold for like 2 days, 3 days maximum, and this time I have it for a whole week. And as you can hear, still a little bit yeast inside my throat, but we getting there. You know what I'm saying? We getting better. We getting better. But yeah, this video is gonna be different. It's gonna be like I told you. It's gonna be story time. It's more story time with your boy KD. Um, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna start with who I am as a name first, right? So as a name first, I'm gonna introduce myself to you, and I know a lot of you know me as KD, another you know me as D Boy, and a lot of you know me as Damon, right? And some of my homies know me as Slimes. You know what I'm saying? But yo, nah. So my real name is Damon. I'm not gonna give you my whole full, government name, but I'm just gonna stick with Damon Wildebees, right? So that's the most important parts that you need to know. But yeah. So who is Damon Wildebees, right? Who is he? Like, so I'm gonna tell you who he is. I'm gonna tell you he's a very egotistic lad. um, he's very he's in between humble and in between when something goes good for him, he can get that ego, and he can feel himself a little bit too much. Um, he is very caring. He is very helpful. You know, he is very respectful to those who respects him, right? He is very tolerant, right? I was a whole lot tolerant before than now. Now I'm getting older, right? 2022 this year, and so the tolerance really gets lesser, just because it's like I'm finally seeing that like we getting older. See what I'm saying? Like we are not, we're not getting younger. We're getting older, and so the tolerance, it really just goes a little bit lesser, right? I'm starting to see that I'm getting more patient. I'm getting way more patient than before. Before I was just like, everything has to be like, I'm still a little bit like that, but I have more patience right now. 5 years. I'm just gonna say 5 years for now, and I'll explain to you later on in my journey what 5 years mean. because I'm already talking about about me right now. But I mean, 5 years. That's all I'm gonna say. So been very patient. Am patient, and so was Damon always like this? Nah, Damon wasn't always like this. You see, Damon, as I said, Damon when he was younger, he was a whole lot different. He was a whole lot different. When I'm looking back, I can't even like. It's like I can't even. How can I say? It's like that person was not me. It was never me, but it was always me. You know. And so, yeah, Damon right now is different. Um, I wasn't always like that. I was in school. I was like the quiet dude, but not too quiet, right? Um, they always thought I was soft because I was being nice. They always thought I was a soft little dude just because I was being nice. I was being respectful, you know, and because I come from a good family. I come from, my grandmother used to like raise us up, to be good, right? Going to church, and I was very going to church, right? And just having respect for other people, right? And respecting your elders. Pardon me. These days, it's like, bro, I am the elder, right? But it's like, yeah, like, that part kind of changed because it's like, how am I respecting you and then you not respecting me? Respect needs to go both ways. It can't just come from one side, you know. And so that's how I think now. But before I used to just let everybody just walk over Damon. And yeah, I had like a mixed situation in school. Primarily primary school. I had a mixed situation in school. I was like between like there was those who thought they can mess with me, and there was those who knew that when that dude tripped, he's something else. So I was in a between situation. I was in a those thought who they thought that there was, let's just say, the hierarchy on the school, and then it was those like, yo, nah, we know about him. We know about him. Like, we know if he loses his shit, yeah, like there's no stopping him. Like, you know. And so I was really in between. I did get so this was like grade. I think this was like grade 3, 4, around there. Where so basically, wait. Let me run it back. So I grew up in Hanover Park, right? For those who don't know Hanover Park, South Africa, Cape Flats, right? It's a very dangerous area. It's a very dangerous area, if not the most dangerous area in South Africa. Um, and Menenberg, if you guys know Menenberg, is just over us, right? They just like over us, the two most dangerous places in the Cape Flats in South Africa. So this is where all the gangs, this is where you have gang violence, you have the fiends. Fiends means drug addicts and all of that. You have the drugs, you have the guns, you have everything. Like, everything goes, right? You have the trap houses. Everything goes in these places, right? And this is where I grew up. I've been a few times to Menenberg, driving around there on my bike, because I was like cycling as well with some guys of mine. Shout out Ricardo though. Shout out Ricardo, Regan, Um yeah, those my guys. So yeah, grew up in a Nova Park, you know. So already growing up in the violence, in the drugs, in everything that's going up around you. Um Single mother, so it's really like that type of hood story. it's that hood story. So I grew up there for about like I think at age 8, I think we moved from Hanover Park. But then we came back later on, so we was always moving out, coming back, moving out, coming back, moving out, coming back. Um, yeah, mother always used to move us around. Um, so we moved to Delft, right? Also another dangerous part. Moved to Delft. Not as dangerous, but it has its things. You know what I'm saying? So we moved to Delft. Think I was about around. I can't remember. I think it was about around 10, 11, 12, around there. I can't remember because I'm gonna tell you why I can't remember most of my childhood, and that's you can understand later on. Um, so we moved over there. I started school over there. I went to Ver Genoeg primary school. Shout out Ver Genoeg primary school. I went over there. I met one bro over there. His name is Kurtley, bro, and my guy was living with the Rastas, right? He was living with the Rastas. Every morning, this bro, when he comes to school, this man smells like fire, bro. Like smells like fire type shit. Now, obviously, that be the ganja. And bro was like my age, bro. We was just still smalling, bro, smelling like ganja and all that. Like I'm like, yo, this bro, he's different. So I kind of got friends with him. He never actually tried to get me to use anything or like nothing like that. He was a very cool dude. Like he was a very cool dude. Made his He did do a whole lot of other things, but he was mainly cool though. Yeah, he was a mainly cool dude. And so I was friends with him, and I was friends with a whole lot other people. But the thing is, like, I was not really friends with the other ones. With him, I was really friends with. But the other ones, I wasn't really friends with. And so over there, I had like two guys. One had glasses on. This bro was kind of funny to me. At the last times, I didn't take them seriously, so they was kind of my bullies. Not really bullies like hitting the toilet type shit, cause like they could never do that to me. But it's like like picking on you, and they just like do that. And there was one guy right at the time. He had his glasses on, and I had glasses at the time. I still wear glasses though. Um, and he's also wearing glasses, but he's picking on me for wearing glasses. Very stupid, right? And that's when you can see like, nah, these are stupid guys, like literally. And the other guy, he was just also there, just picking on me and things like that. So yeah, I had my first share bully of a while. Wow, that was only one time. That one time, but yeah, I remember, man. This was a funny situation. That was a funny situation. And so you know, going on with the years, I think I lived there in Dell for like 2 3 years, 2 3 years, I think. And so in those 2 3 years, I think it was 2 3 years, yeah, 2 3 going on like 4, because then I went back to a Nova Park, and I finished grade 5 and grade 6 and grade 7, right, in Hanover Park. So I finished those 3 grades in Hanover Park. And but while living in Delft, I also got into an accident, car accident. So this is where you now understand why I cannot remember all my childhood, but I'm in bits and pieces. And so yeah, it was a hefty, really crazy accident. Actually, I was sitting on the pavement. Picture this: I'm sitting on the pavement. I'm waiting for like I was asking bro's sister, because my friend, his name was Lethan Gray. Shout out Lethan Gray, man. Wherever you are today, man. I hope you found success, and I hope everything is good with you, man. But yeah, I was like looking for Lethan Gray. So I don't know. There was music coming from here, music coming from there, and I was playing my imaginary drums on the pavement, and I was just having fun. I was just having fun. So my friend, oh my god, I forgot his name. I forgot his name, bro. Like, he was a little chubby one. A little chubby one. Sometimes we had problems, but we always just like was friends. And then we had also Opa, that was my brother's friend. We called him Opa, and he had these small little tidy ears. He was a rugby player, and yo, he was also one of the good ones, man. He was also one of the good friends. Like, yeah, we used to play like touch rugby and all of that in the road, and yeah, just lit vibes, just vibes. And so yeah, so my friend, the chubby one, he came like to my side, and out of nowhere, I'm just hearing like people screaming like, Damon!